All right, let me plug the joint. Flirting fails when you hide your intent. Masculine honesty wins. You know, the bottom line is this, gentlemen. In order for you to effectively flirt with women, you must be sexual. The reason why a lot of you guys struggle with flirting, or you think you know what flirting is, many of you don't know what flirting is at all. You think you know what flirting is. Again, flirting fails when you hide your intent. For you to exhibit flirtatious behavior, you have to be sexual. So if you're hiding that, you're going to fail with communicating the fact that you're actually flirting. You can't, guys, giving a woman a compliment, telling her that she's pretty or anything like that, that's a compliment. Even if you tell a woman, I like that dress. That dress looks good on you. That's not flirting. It's a compliment. It's a compliment. When you flirt with women, they're gonna feel the sexual energy coming from what you're talking about or what you're saying or what you're conveying, even if they're not interested. They're gonna know what's going on, right? Again, flirting fails when you hide your intent. Masculine honesty wins. You know, this is what I want guys to understand. And this is what I'm noticing. I'm noticing this on consultation calls, and I'm noticing this when guys are trying to ask their questions in live chats and also when they call into the live shows. This is what I'm picking up from you guys. You guys are trying to figure out how to flirt indirectly. That's what I'm gathering. You're trying to figure out how you can say shit to women in an indirect way, but somehow he still takes it as flirting. Impossible. Won't happen. Won't happen. It will not happen. Like even utilizing sexual innuendos, right? A lot of guys, here's the thing, right, about utilizing sexual innuendos, sexual undertones, sexual overtones in your conversation with women. You have to be transparent, decisive, assertive, and direct. If you are passive, indecisive, or indirect, you're going to suck at flirting. You're not going to be able to pull it off. Period. You just won't. Flirting fails when you hide your intent. Masculine honesty wins. So I hit y'all with this: clear intent, confident delivery equals emotional safety and sexual attention. As a man, when you are completely transparent, right? And you let women know exactly what you want to do, there's no guessing. They know exactly what's up with you. Clear intent plus confident delivery. You deliver what it is you're trying to do assertively and confidently and clearly. You cannot flirt effectively if these dynamics don't exist. Equals emotional safety and sexual attention. The emotional safety is the woman's desire to push forward. So when we say emotional safety, we're not talking about a connection. That's not what we're talking about, right? Part of what makes a woman desire to have sex with a man sexually is she's not worried about being judged by that man, right? She's completely comfortable and at ease in that man's physical presence because of how he speaks to her, and how he speaks to her relaxes her. Why? Because she can be herself. Why? Because he started off the conversation being very clear and transparent about who the fuck he is. So the fact that he's so confident with conveying who he is to her, it makes her feel emotionally safe. Like, damn, I like this. He's not playing any games. He's not speaking in riddles where I'm trying to understand what he's trying to say to me. Like there's no guessing with this guy. I know exactly what's up with him. And I like that shit. Clear intent plus confident delivery equals emotional safety and sexual attention. Guys, if you don't know how to flirt, you're going to struggle, right? And this is what I mean by that. Okay. And I talked about instantaneous sexual attraction. When women are instantaneously attracted to you, but more specifically, they desire you sexually pretty early on into the interaction, you don't really have to flirt. You really don't have to do much of anything at that point. Once you realize that a woman is about it, all you got to do is be like, look, I know you want me. You know I want your ass. Let's get up out of here and make that happen. That's all you really got to do once you peep that shorty's feeling you like that. Here's what's going to happen more than likely, though, right? More often than not, you guys are going to run into women who are not showing you that they are instantaneously sexually attracted to you by your mere presence alone. So, what are you going to need to do? Start a conversation. So, if you know that there are instances where women are instantaneously sexually attracted to men and you're not getting any of that kind of rhythm, then you got to step your game up. There is something that you're doing and or not doing that's hindering you, right? And it could be flirting fails when you hide your intent. Masculine honesty wins. Let me hit y'all with this. When you're indirect, hesitant, or hiding your true intent, you're not flirting. You're orbiting. You're just hanging around a woman. A lot of you guys' conversation with women, you're just an orbiter. You're just hanging around. You're not really doing anything with it. You know, back when I was, a much younger man, in my 20s, early mid 20s, but specifically early 20s, I would say 20, 21, 22, 23. During those times, or during that time frame, between 20 and 23, 24, I would say, right? When we would go out, me and my fellas, right? We would go out. Sometimes it'd be maybe just two of us, maybe three, four, five, or six, seven of us, right? Maybe two carloads full of us, right? But whenever we would go out, whether it's just two of us or more, if we were in a group and we saw a group of women and we were interested in the group, right? Okay, no, better yet, let me not take it to the group. Let me rephrase it. So let's say it's a couple of us, you know, just shooting the breeze talking. We see a couple of shorties, and one of the homies say, "Oh man, right there, the girl in the blue with the brunette hair. Yeah, man, look, I call first dibs on that." So what that would mean to us would be, "Oh, you call first dibs? Okay, cool." What that essentially means is all of us are attracted to the same chick. So when homie say he got first dibs, all right, you're gonna go holler at her first then. Like we all checking her out. You say you got first dibs, go ahead and holler at her. But be quick about it. Because if you take too long, we gonna swoop in and get you up out the way. Flirting fails when you hide your intent. Masculine honesty wins. So what I mean by that is this: you call first dibs, you want to holler at her, cool, go do that. But because we understand how to move around women, we understand how to flirt, we understand how to get one night stands popping. We know when you're taking too long to get to the point. We know when you're not advancing the conversation along where it needs to go. So we're gonna give you a couple minutes, like literally a couple minutes to go ahead and handle your business. If you're taking too long to get to the point, one of the homies gonna swoop in and get you up out the way, and they gonna holler at the chick because you pussyfooting. You don't want it to happen. Move out the way for a man that know how to make it happen. Flirting fails when you hide your intent. Masculine honesty wins. Again, guys, when you're indirect or when you're hesitant, when you're nervous and all of that goofy ass shit, or when you're hiding your intent, when you are purposefully being indirect, you're not flirting, you're orbiting. Effective flirtation requires direction, meaning you are directing the conversation. You are dictating the pace and the flow of the conversation in a sexual direction. That's what that means. You are decisive, that means you make decisions quickly. Quickly. Most of you do not make decisions quickly. You spend too long trying to make a decision, which is why you're indirect, which is why you're indecisive, which is why you're giving a woman a compliment instead of actually flirting, because you're taking too long to make a decision to let your nuts drop and actually get at the woman in a real sexual way, kind of like a man would. Kind of like a man would, because that's what men do. When we want something, we go get what we want. Males, on the other hand, they orbit women and they hope the woman gives them a signal or a cue that it's okay to bring up sex. I'm not going to be here long. In fact, I'm about to finish it up right now. Guys, flirting fails when you hide your intent. Masculine honesty wins. Again, in order for you to be effective at flirting, it requires direction, decisiveness, transparency, but most important, you have to actually be sexual with how you're talking. Now, you don't have to use X rated language. You can. I have. You can use R rated language. I have. Or not. Either way, when you're having a conversation with a woman, she must feel the conversation. She must feel it going in that direction. Now, she can still tell you she's not interested, but that's the point. The point is to get to the point where the woman is revealing to you what's on her mind. And that's what flirting does. All flirting does is it evokes the woman to action. Okay, and I'm gonna finish it with this. All flirting does, it evokes the woman to action. So the action she's going to take is either to flirt back or she's going to show you with her action that she's not into what you're doing. Again, when you flirt, it's going to evoke an action within that woman. And she's going to show you with her response where her mind is at. Either she's going to be enticed by the flirting and she's going to flirt back and you're going to know it's on, or she's going to be put off by the flirting because she doesn't see you that way. So when guys ask goofy questions, does being direct work? Zag, does your way work? That, because I had someone ask me that recently. Does your way work? It works 100% of the time. Being direct works every time. Being direct isn't about getting pussy. Being direct is about communication. Being direct is about communicating to women what you really want so they can respond in kind so you don't waste your motherfucking time. That's it. Like, share, subscribe. I'm going to holler at y'all. Peace.